Hello friends, welcome you all. In previous lecture, we are discussed the different terminology related to the bolted connection, then specification of bolt holes, then the design strength of bolts, that is bolts in shear, bolts in tension and bolts in bearing. Now in this lecture, we are going to discuss the bolt value. It is generally represented by the letter BV. Okay. So what is bolt value? It is defined as the overall strength of the fastener for design purpose, and it is taken as minimum of shear strength and bearing strength of bolt. Means we are taken the bolt value is equal to minimum of VDSB, that is shear strength, and VDPB, that is bearing strength. Minimum of VDSB and VDPB, the value we can call as bolt value. Next is the tension strength of plate. We know the plates may be failed in tension, so it is calculated by the formula TDN is equal to 0.9 ANFU upon gamma m1, where gamma m1 is equal to partial safety factor at ultimate stress. We are taken it as 1.25. Then Fu is equal to ultimate stress of material of plate, and AN is equal to net effective area at critical sections. So this AN, net area, how we can calculate? There are two types, that is chain bolting and zigzag bolting. First, for chain bolting, we are using the formula for calculating the net area, B minus N into D0 bracket multiply by T, where B is the width of plate, T is the thickness of thinner plate, D0 is the diameter of bolt hole, which is taken diameter of bolt plus 2 mm. Okay, and this N is the number of bolt holes. And for zigzag bolting, net area we are taken as B minus N into D0 plus summation of P square upon 4G, where P is what? Pitch distance, and G is what? Gauge distance. Okay. So in this way we can calculate the net area. So what is zigzag bolting? Let us see. Chain bolting means what? If the bolts are provided in a single row, okay, then single row or column we can call it as a chain bolting, okay. And in zigzag bolting, the bolting are provided in a staggered path like this, okay. So this is one bolt, and suppose this is another bolt. So this staggered path we can call as zigzag bolting. Okay. In this case, we are taken the pitch is like this. Okay, this is the pitch distance. Okay, and this is the gauge distance. Okay, this vertical is gauge distance. So, according to this staggered path, we are taking the pitch and gauge distances. Okay. Next is the efficiency of joint. Efficiency of joint is calculated by using the formula minimum actual strength of the joint divided by gross strength of plate multiply by 100. Okay. So this gross strength of solid plate we are calculated using the formula 0.9 multiply by Fu into cross sectional area divided by gamma mb, where gamma mb is equal to 1.25. Okay, that is partial safety factor for material in bolt. Next is the grade classification of bolt. In grade classification of bolt, commonly used grades are 4.6 and 8.8. So what is meant by this 4.6 grade of bolt means we are uh, we are divided this into the 4 plus 0.6, 4.6 volt. Suppose we are divided into 4 plus 0.6. Okay, so this first 4 is indicate the ultimate strength of bolt, that is FUB. This first 4 indicate FUB, ultimate strength of bolt, and it is calculated by 4 into 100 multiplying by 100, that is 400 Newton per mm square. Means grade 4.6 grade is given, then we know the FUB of that grade is 400 Newton per mm square. Okay. And next this point 0.6 indicate what? This point 0.6 indicate the yield strength of bolt, that is FYB, means 0.6 multiplied by ultimate strength. So this 0.6 multiplied by 400, we get 240 Newton per mm square FYB. Okay. For design purpose, we require this ultimate strength of bolt, that is we are taken from the grade of bolt, that is if the grade of bolt is 4.6, then its ultimate strength of bolt is 400 Newton per mm square. Similarly, we are taken another example for the grade 8.8. In that we are divided it into 8 plus zero point 0.8, and first this 8 what indicate ultimate strength of bolt, that is 8 multiplied by 100, 800 Newton per mm square, and remaining zero point 0.8 multiplied by 800, it gives us 640 Newton per mm square, that is the yield strength of bolt. Okay, so hope you understand this grade of bolt. Next, next is the analysis and design of axially loaded bolted joints. Now we are taken one problem. First, design the lap joint for the plate 100 by 10 mm. This 100 by 10 mm, this 100 indicate the width and 10 is the thickness of that plate. Okay, length of that plate is unknown, and 80 by 10 mm thick. Okay, connected to transmit the 120 kilonewton factored load using the single row of the 18 mm diameter bolt and 4.6 grade and plate 415 grades. So in this problem, so let us see what is the given grade of bolt is given, that is 4.6, means 400 Newton per mm square ultimate strength of bolt is given. Next, grade of plate is given, that is 415, means Fu is given. This Fu represented by ultimate strength of plate. Okay, it is given 415 Newton per mm square. Next is the diameter of bolt is given, that is 18 mm. From that we can calculate the diameter of bolt hole, that is 18 plus 2, that is 20 mm diameter of bolt hole. Then gross area of the bolt. Gross area of the bolt we can calculate. So the gross area of the bolt is equal to what? Pi by 4 into d square, where d is 18 mm. So the gross area is 254.47 mm square. Next is the net area. Net area we can calculate it by using the formula 0.78 multiplied by gross area. Okay, so 0.78 multiplied by this 254.47, we get 198.49 mm square. So this all data is given. So next is the step number 1. First we have to calculate the single shear strength of bolt, that is VDSB. So the formula we are knowing, VDSB is equal to VNSB upon gamma M1, where VNSB is what? VNSB is the net shear strength area of that bolt. We can calculate it by formula FUB upon root 3 in bracket NN ANB plus NS into ASB, where this FUB is what? Ultimate strength of bolt, which is calculated, that is 400. Okay, divided by root 3. This NN is what? This NN is indicate the number of shear plane with threads intercepting the shear plane. Okay, and this NS is what indicate the number of shear planes without threads intercepting the shear plane. A and B is what? A and B net shear area of bolt, and ASB is what? Nominal plane shank area. Now this NN is equal to 1 we are taken, because we know the intercepting shear plane is in threaded portion is 1. Okay, but this NS we are taken is 0. Why we are taken it 0? Because no shear plane without threads is expected to intercept in this type of failure. Therefore the generally this NS value is equal to 0. As this value is equal to 0, so this ASB is automatically 0. So we are concentrated only the remaining formula, that is FUB upon root 3 in bracket NN into ANB. FUB know, that is 400 root divided by root 3, NN is equal to 1, and ANB is we are calculate previously, that is 198.49. So after solving this, we are getting the VNSB is equal to 45,838.33 Newton, that is 45.83 kilonewton. Okay, and by dividing the gamma m1, that is 1.25, we get the design shear strength of bolt in single shear, that is 36,670.67 Newton, and it is converted into kilonewton, that is VDSB is equal to 36.67 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the value of VDSB, that is single shear strength of bolt. Here shearing plane is only one, therefore we are calculating the single shear. Okay, step number 2, that is shear strength of bolt, sorry, bearing strength of bolt we have to calculate. So the formula is VDPB is equal to VNPB upon gamma m1, where VNPB we can calculate using the formula 2.5 into KB into D into T into FU, where this KB value is constant and it is the least of the below, that is this 4 value E upon 3D0 or P upon 3D0 minus 0.25 or FUB upon FU or 1. From this minimum value we are taken as the KB. Okay, D is the diameter of bolt, T is the thickness of plate, thickness of thinner plate, and Fu is the ultimate strength of plate. Okay, not bolt, ultimate strength of plate. So here we are calculated for, firstly we have to calculate the KB. For this calculating KB, we know the we should know the E and P, that is edge distance or end distance or pitch distance. So we know the minimum value of end and pitch distance. So assuming edge distance, we are taking the machine cut edge. So the E is equal to 1.5 D0. D0 we are knowing. So 1.5 multiplied by 20, that is 30 mm, and P is equal to minimum pitch we are knowing, that is 2.5 D. So the D is the diameter of bolt. So 18 multiplied by 2.5, it is 45 mm. So we are putting this value in these formulas. So we are calculating the value of KB. So the minimum value of KB is 0.5. Okay. So this minimum value of KB is 0.5. Here also 5. Here also 0.5. Okay. So we are taken KB is equal to 0.5. So the VNSB is equal to what? 2.5 multiplied by this 0.5, that is KB. 18 is the diameter of bolt, then 10 is the minimum thickness of plate, and Fu, that is the ultimate strength of plate, that is 415. So after solving this, we get the value of 93,375 Newton. Okay, that is 93.737 kilonewton. So dividing by the gamma m1, we get the VD, design strength in bearing, that is 74,700 Newton, means 74.70 kilonewton. Okay, so now we have to calculate the bolt value. We know the bolt value means what? Bolt value is the minimum of VDSB and VDPB, minimum of VDSB and VDPB. So the minimum value of 36.67 and 74.70 is 36.67 kilonewton. So this is our bolt value. Okay, this is bolt value. Next is the, now we have to calculate the number of bolts. So number of bolts we are calculating using the formula factor load divided by this minimum shear strength. So factor load is 120, then divided by 36.67, that is bolt value, is equal to 3.27. So we are providing the number of bolts is 4. Okay, so here we can see the this first plate, that is 100 by 10 mm. This plate is 100 by 10 mm. This is 80 by 10 mm. 120 kilonewton factor load acting on both sides. Okay, 120 kilonewton on both sides. Then this we can, then we are calculating this end distance. Okay, that is 30. Then this is the pitch distances, 30, 45, 45 mm. Okay, so this is the figure, final figure for the connection. Okay, So hope you understand today's session or this first problem. Thank you.